Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Okay, I figured out why the eyeshadow sticks are on major sale when I just shared them and they were not on any sale. It's because Amazon just dropped their early Labor Day sales. I was perusing last night and I was like, okay, this makes sense. So I ordered a couple more colors just because I love them. And so they have so many colors. And I've actually never had this much like feedback of interest in a makeup product in a long time. So in case you're curious, I'll show you two other colors of the eyeshadow sticks. All right, put my hair back a little bit so y'all can actually see what I'm doing. Have y'all seen, well, this isn't like new, but I've been seeing a ton of like slick back hair tutorials. Oh, I feel like if I slicked all of my hair back up against my scalp, I'd be doing myself dirty. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I need my hair. Do you feel that way? I feel that way. I don't know. I'm also like a toddler saying they don't like food that they've never tried because I've actually never tried it. Maybe I should try it. This new color I got is Rose Shimmer. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of light. So it's definitely lighter if you you saw my other swatchings of these. Oh, that's pretty. And you think like the mahogany, the one that I wear, it's called Mahogany Matte. If you think that's too red, that Rose Shimmer is pretty. Whenever I use that Mahogany Matte, I blend it. I keep losing which one I'm using. Okay, so I guess the mahogany. I would wear the mahogany and the Rose Shimmer together, and then I'd blend them. So what that does is you get that red in the back. Blend it a little bit. You get that red in the back, but then you can go to the front with that Rose Shimmer color, and it's kind of just toned down just a little bit. I got another one. It's called like Putty Matte. I don't know about this one. This is for someone who really doesn't like bold. They come with little blendy sponges so you can smudge it out. Okay. I don't think I'll ever use this one. Let's do Rose Shimmer in the front. Let's see what happens. Oh, I do that every time. Get the sponge. Okay, so what if I took this and I put it kind of on the front? Oh, that's pretty. I didn't really have anything up there. Can kind of blend it. Oh, you can really see that shimmer. That's really pretty. Okay, and then I do mahogany in the back. Let's try that. It's gonna like fade in like Rose Shimmer into mahogany. Leather-bound books. Okay, let's see. See how easy that blends? It starts as a cream and it blends into powder. Sorry I've talked about these eyeshadow sticks for the past week and a half. It's like the most makeup I've ever shown. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. And then what if I did cocoa shimmer in the back, just a very, very back, just to darken it up a lot. Don't hate it. I really like it. Most of them are $7, $8, or $9. I think Pearl Shimmer was $11, but everything else is like $7. I have to do the other one because look how much. So this is like just a darker glam look, and this is like everyday natural. Both are really pretty. This one's really subtle and pretty too. Like you still get that definition in the crease. But I have to do the same. What are y'all watching right now? Because Mike and I. What's that one called? Rose Shimmer. Mike and I have been watching Your Honor on Netflix. Oh my gosh, it's good. So dramatic. I don't remember hearing about season 1 whatsoever, and I guess they just dropped season 2. So we thought we were watching a brand new series, watching the season 1, and lo and behold, we finish binging the first season, and there's another one. That's the best. Whenever you have no idea you're late to the game, that's the best feeling. You have more to binge. We're currently watching that. So good. I am watching by myself The Dark Side. It's Vice. It's on Hulu. Vice makes it, and it's like a series called The Dark Side. And blended really pretty, except it sounds dark. The Dark Side of, and so I watched first the early 2000s, and it was like watching my childhood back. Except the things that they're talking about, I was a little too young to fully understand the whole story, but I remember like hearing the headlines. Oh my gosh, binged all of them. And then the only one I haven't watched, now that I think about it, I skipped it, was Howard Stern. There's one they cover different topics per episode in the early 2000s. I need to go back and watch that one. I remember being like, this guy's gross. I don't remember. I remember flipping on to the next one because I was more excited about the next one. So I need to go back and watch that one. Anyway, they cover like Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton, and I can't remember. They cover like tabloids and like covering press and like paparazzi. I find it so interesting. And then now I'm watching The Dark Side of the 90s. And so, which is even more fascinating because I definitely didn't know anything about that as I was an infant. And I'm on only the second one right now, The Viper Room. It was about that club that Johnny Depp owned and like celebrities. Anyways, I just love that like pop history culture stuff. And they really dive into like everything changing. Oh, TRL was on the early 2000s and how they were like the first of social media as far as like affecting music. It's so, if you like that kind of stuff, like it's so interesting. I felt like I was reliving it, but like with more information. Mike and I do not notice our 12-year age gap like we're used to it, like hardly at all ever, until we start talking about this kind of like pop culture stuff. I'll like turn it off and be like, babe, do you remember whenever they talked about like Roy getting attacked by, they talk about Siegfried and Roy getting attacked by his tiger. I don't know anything about that. I think it happened in like early 2003 or whatever. I was like, I don't know what age I was in 2023 or 20, whatever. I don't remember that whatsoever. And he was like, yeah, they said like he had a stroke and his tiger was carrying him off stage. Like he recalled everything they were talking about. And so it's really fun to like get his perspective because he was older than me. And so he was like hearing this stuff in the news and whatnot. Anyway, so I find that super, super, super interesting if you like learning about that stuff. Again, The Dark Side on, The Dark Side on Hulu. It's probably been around forever and I just found it. That's how I tend to roll, but let's pull that in. Just total silence. I think I'm done. Okay, what if we use this as a lipstick? Did we just invent something? No, don't do that. I look like a cat, like a little cat costume. We're gonna finish the look. This is why I don't wear lipstick. I feel like it, she's a goth girl.
Boy, it's not that complicated. You should stay in my good graces. I'll switch it up like that so fast, 'cause no one's more amazing at turning love into hatred.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top notch hoes, get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your error.
Done.